everyone, Nut Free Mama here. Today I'm going to show you how to make zucchini brownies. Alright, let's start off with our ingredients. First you are going to need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a half a cup of cocoa powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, a half a cup of vegetable oil, 1.5 cups of sugar. Then you need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 cups of shredded zucchini, which equals about 1 large or 2 small zucchinis. I used a large one and I still had some left. And I did remove my skin first. That's totally up to you. I'm not sure if you really have to. When I use zucchini, I like to remove the skin. Then you also need 3 to 5 tablespoons of water, and I'll tell you about that later. It just depends on how watery your zucchini is, because you do not dry this zucchini. When you shred it, you leave all the water in it. And then for the frosting for the brownies, because of course they have to have delicious chocolate frosting, we need 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, a 1/4 cup of butter melted, that's a half a stick, 2 cups of powdered sugar, a 1/4 cup of milk, which I do not have out yet, a pinch of salt, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. So let's go ahead and get started. First we are going to preheat our oven to 350 right there, and then you want to spray a 9x13 baking dish with cooking spray, or you can line it with foil and also spray it with cooking spray. Alright, so next in a medium bowl you want to whisk your flour, cocoa, baking soda, and salt, and then we're just going to set that to the side. Alright, that looks good. Alright, next we are going to mix together our oil, sugar, and vanilla extract with an electric mixer until it's nice and combined. Okay, next we are going to add in our dry ingredients over here. Here is what it looks like. It looks more like sand than anything else. It's just a really fine mixture here. But that's where the science part comes in, because we're going to add our zucchini, and that will tell us how much water we have to add. So go ahead and fold in your zucchini. Okay, my zucchini is nice and folded in, and now you're just going to let it sit for a few minutes, because we really want the moisture to come out of the zucchini and into the dough. Alright, I think I am actually not going to add any water. I really mixed mine up with my spatula, and I think it's great. You don't want to add too much water to it, because then it will be a cakey brownie, more so than it would be if you don't add that much water. It'll be more of the fudgy, gooey brownie that you want instead of cake-like. So go ahead and start with 1 tablespoon of water and work it up from there. If it's still really powdery, if you don't really have any powder in there like I don't, then you add no water. But like I said, don't add too much. You might even need to use your hands to work it in, and the batter is going to be super thick like cookie dough. But go ahead and now let's spread it in our 9x13 pan, and my oven just told me it was ready to go. Alright, these are ready to go into my oven for 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, my brownies are cooling here on top of the oven. Basically, you know they're done when they smush back, when they kind of bounce back. I think the middle of mine is still setting, but that's okay because I like gooey brownies. But it's up to you. So I am going to go ahead and get started on my frosting here. But you do want these to be cool, but mine have been out for about 15 minutes already, so we don't want to pour the frosting over super hot brownies. So I went ahead and melted my butter in the microwave, and next I'm just going to whisk everything else together. Alright, so in here I have my 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, my 1/4 cup of melted butter, my 2 cups of powdered sugar, a 1/4 cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and just a pinch of salt. Alright, that looks good, and I think my brownies are cooled off enough. I'm going to go ahead and just pour my frosting over top. That looks and smells so yummy. So right now you can either go ahead and try to cut these into bars, but like I said, they are gooey, and these are the kind of brownies that you're going to have to eat with a fork. Or you can go ahead and set them in the refrigerator to set a little bit. You can do either one. I mean, if you want to cut them into bars first and then set them in the refrigerator, but I am not going to do that. I'm just going to set mine into the refrigerator to set. These have been in the refrigerator about 15 minutes. So the top is hardened, as you can see, but the underneath of the frosting is still nice and gooey. So I am going to cut into these and have taste tester have a little taste. Okay, that is so yummy looking. You can just see the frosting dripping down everywhere. So let's see what Taste Tester thinks. Hey, Taste Tester. Why don't you go ahead and have a little taste?
Okay. Yum, yummy. It's kind of gooey. I like it.
It's gooey. You like it? All right, everyone. Come back and see us again. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.